Maine's lobster fishermen caught fewer lobsters last year, but the average price ended up relatively high. That's one of the findings in the annual landings report for 2025 released today at the Maine Fishermen's Forum. News Center Maine's Don Kerrigan has more on what those numbers mean for Maine's economy.
Maine's coastal economy depends largely on tourists and lobsters, so numbers matter. Last year, fishermen hauled in 78.8 million pounds of lobster. That's down about 10% from the year before and continuing a trend of declining catches in recent years. But the price paid for those lobsters averaged out to be one of the highest yet, $461 million to fishermen at the dock. Marine Resources Commissioner Carl Wilson says that price was much needed good news.
When that price is then not reflective of the cost to go out and do business, the cost of doing business, bait, fuel, everything has gone up. I think that's the margin that was really impacting fishermen, and we certainly heard loud and clear that the math was difficult last.
The new chairman of the Maine Lobstermen's Association says those costs mean a lot of incomes are down.
You go to the grocery store, the price is up on everything, and that's including fuel and bait for us, and on all of our supplies, our traps have tripled in price, rope has doubled. I mean, just, the cost of doing business has gone up.
He doesn't expect much relief this year. The good news, says Carl Wilson, is that despite the reduced catch, the lobster population remains strong, despite some predictions to the contrary.
I don't think the lobsters have packed up their bags and headed north to Canada, but the conditions for success in the population are changing, and they're changing in unpredictable ways. So,
water temperature is a big one. After years of rising ocean temperatures, last year and this year have brought much colder water.
The other day, the water temperature was below 40 degrees. I mean, I don't know how long it's been since I've seen that. I mean, that is cold water.
That affects how lobsters live and move, and therefore how many fishermen will be able to catch. One more question mark as they head into another year. In Rockport, Don Kerrigan, News Center, Maine.
Employees at the Holy Donut on Park Avenue in Portland are taking steps to unionize. Staff members cite growing safety concerns, low wages, and backlash from ownership as some of the main issues pushing these efforts. Labor representatives with the Maine AFL-CIO say conditions like that are driving employees across the state to consider unionization. One of the employees leading the charge at Holy Donut says they love where they work and the community they serve, but feel the current work conditions need to be addressed.